When the heart is weary and the soul is scattered, then only Allah is sufficient. He is the healer of every sorrow and knows the solution of every difficulty. Just trust in Allah and be patient. He is the best planner. When someone turns back, you should hold his hand. Do not lose hope. Allah never leaves his servants alone. He forgives those who repent and bestows his mercy on them. One great quality of grief is that it softens a person and brings him closer to his true creator, provider, and master. Worrying, that is thinking excessively, is a kind of fear. This practice becomes more dangerous when you add old memories, passion, and emotions about the future to it. When something is not possible, then ask with more confidence, because miracles are the glory of God. Man may have millions of blessings, but one unfulfilled desire diminishes the importance of all of them. There is peace in the pleasure of Allah, so it is important to adapt our desires to the will of Allah. How strange it is for a man to neglect countless blessings for an unattainable hope. Just like winds change the direction of seasons, similarly, prayers change the direction of troubles. May Allah make us the giver of blessings and the receiver of blessings. We may be alone in caste, but spiritually we are always with those who live in our hearts. The pouring rain and crying eyes are felt only by those whose homes are crude and whose hearts are fragile. Your value is there when you need it. A good character keeps you alive in hearts and in words. Words are like flowers. Use them wisely. They bring the fragrance of your life and character. The one who dies quickly wants some time, and the one who is given a reprieve of life keeps procrastinating. If the sins of the heart are less, tears flow easily in the remembrance of Allah. Avoid such words and deeds for which you have to give explanations later. Know that the first trick of devil on people is to stop them from getting knowledge, because knowledge is light, and when he extinguishes their lamps, he can do whatever he wants with them in the darkness. If two things of a man, his prayer and his tongue, become correct, then all his other works become correct. When the heart tastes the taste of worship of Allah and sincerity towards him, then nothing is more sweet, pleasant, and delicious for it. Adopt the taqwa of Allah Ta'ala. Hold on to solitude, get busy with yourself, and develop love for the Book of Allah. O Allah, our heart is hard. Soften it. We are weak. Make us strong. And we are miserly. And miserly, make us a friend. Remembrance of Allah increases the life of the heart. Surely hearts can become dead as well as alive. When it becomes dead, then put it to work on performing obligatory duties. Then when it becomes alive, put the heart to work on voluntary deeds. The pleasure of forgiveness is greater than the pleasure of revenge. A clean heart under dirty clothes is better than a dirty heart under clean clothes. Do not act to become famous. Rather, hide your good deeds the way you hide your bad deeds. None of the blessings of this world can compete with the blessings of the hereafter, except the blessing of faith. Allah has bestowed a great blessing on his servants, that he has made their crying a reason for relief and comfort in this world and a source of reward in the hereafter. If a Muslim has received only this good from his brother, that he does not commit a sin out of modesty for him, then this is enough. The ocean stays within its limits even though it is big, but man forgets his status even though he is small. Only that part of the truth is bitter, which is about us. People think it is their right to say bitter things and take pride in them, but get angry on hearing bitter things from others. In difficult times, whether it is a friend or a dear one, the silence of both is equal to betrayal. Man gets cheated by his own expectations. Wings look good only on birds. If a man has them, then he reaches the heights of destruction. It is not necessary, that we try to make each other happy. It is enough that we do not hurt each other. The meaning of jhana is that there should be no enmity with anyone. There should be no complaint against anyone, no complaint against the servants in front of Allah, and no complaint against Allah in front of the servants. Don't look at the smallness of the sin, but rather look at whose disobedience you are committing. It is forbidden to reproach someone for sins they have repented from. If someone has repented outwardly, then treat them with kindness. Lessons abound, but those who take heed are few. The fruit of hard work, the solution to hardships, and the future are all in God's hands. Straying from the truth will bring no goodness. Keep fearing God, for He protects those who fear Him from calamities. Just like bodies, hearts also grow tired and weary. The world deceives, harms, and then passes on. A person can forgive an insult, but may never forget it. Words may be a mixture of truth and lies, but silence holds no deceit. Memories of past moments may return, but those moments themselves never do. Breathing is a costly deal. Our age increases while life shortens. After death, both the king and the beggar will have equal land. In your life, always be like the moon, cool and serene, so that anyone who looks at you feels at peace, and those who spend a few moments in your company forget their worries. If you want to live a joyful and contented life, don't try to win against people, but win over their hearts. Don't laugh at people, but laugh with them. Respect and praise are not to be begged from people. These come from God alone. Never lose hope in God's mercy, for if He wills, He can make flowers bloom in the desert. God gives when you ask, but He also takes away. When there is arrogance, showing off in worship nullifies all its rewards. Without remembrance of God, restlessness becomes the fate of the heart.